Melville. I'm a junior and I'm from Minnesota. Can you guys raise your hand if you've ever played a sport, either in high school or elementary school or anything? Just look around the room for a second. Obviously, athletics is a big deal in our society, and it is here at Stetson. So I wanted to talk to you guys about being a Hatter is about having Stetson pride. And obviously all the athletes are here to talk to you about being a fan and being supportive. So last year was a big year for the volleyball team. During our Dig for the Cure game, which is a game where we wear pink to support breast cancer, which touches home for a lot of people here, we were wearing these, yes, hot pink spandex, okay? For those of you who have come to our games, we obviously don't wear hot pink spandex, we wear green. So it was a little bit interesting seeing that it was the biggest game of the year. The fans were everywhere. Usually it's kind of hard to have a packed house at Stetson because we're a small school, but everyone came out to support us in our pink spandies. We were playing FGCU, the banner got taken down, but they were one of the top teams in our conference. They were battling for first place, and they were making fun of us during warm-ups, the fact that we were wearing hot pink spandex, and if anyone has ever come to a volleyball game, it goes to 5 sets. We were down 0-2, so we had lost the first 2. And in our hot pink spandies, we came back and beat them to a 5-game set that went 15-13 for the first time in school history. So these are very entertaining to look at, but they mean a lot to the volleyball team and anyone who came out to support us. So basically the moral of my story is we could do it because you guys were there supporting us. It's a big deal to the athletes to have fans, and I just want to encourage you guys to come watch us. And like Chelsea said, just be involved. This is going to be the greatest 4 years of your life. Every year I wish that I was an incoming freshman so I could stay here longer. So enjoy it, and hope to see you at the games. Bye.
Hi guys, my name's Liam McNerney. I'm a senior on the men's basketball team, majoring in integrative health science, and I'm from Port Campbell, Australia, if you can't tell from the accent already. I spent the last 3 years as a Hatter, and I've seen the school change for the better in that short time. It makes you feel really proud when you see good things happening around campus that you've been a part of, whether it's winning against an extremely tough opponent, organising a successful charity event, or helping your friends and teammate improve their grades. Whatever it is, us Hatters work hard. In my 3 years, we've had a number of exciting experiences in the basketball program, both on and off the court. Off the court, we've had several things that our team has achieved, which include raising our team GPA to above a 3.0 and having a third of our team being named for the Atlantic Sun All-Academic Team, which is a major academic improvement for us on our team in the past 3 years. All of us on the basketball team have worked really hard during our time at Stetson to make sure that we're being the best that we can in the classroom. This is because we realise that we're not always going to rely on basketball and instead have to rely on our education and college degrees to get us through life once we graduate from Stetson. But at the same time, we work just as hard on the court to keep getting better and reach our goals. We've had a number of exciting basketball experiences since I've been here. In a totally unbiased way, I strongly suggest you make as many basketball games this season as you can. As in my time here, I can think of 10 games that have been decided either in overtime or in a buzzer beater. Having a large home crowd can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing. So again, I encourage you to make it along to as many basketball games, both men and women, as you can while here at Stetson, as well as any other sports. One of our most outstanding basketball achievements to me during my time at Stetson so far has been our victory against Wake Forest, which a lot of you will be aware of their status as the nationally recognised basketball program. As a small school, we're obviously the underdog, but we didn't let that get to us. We simply went out there with the mindset that the Stetson Hatters were going to beat the Wake Forest Demon Deacons in the first game of our season. We didn't care that it was Wake Forest's first game in their brand new arena, or that on paper they outmatched us in almost every single way. It just made it even sweeter when we stretched our lead out to 20 points in the last 10 minutes of the game. That game still stands out to all of us who played as a major achievement as a Hatter. But that's not to say it's the only time we have performed well against high major opponents. Last season, we trailed some major schools such as Florida and Indiana University by single digits late into the games, which is a courageous effort against teams that ended up making it deep into the NCAA tournament. This is just one example of how hard us Hatters work at what we do. I haven't even mentioned the accomplishments of some of our other teams, such as the men's soccer team beating Penn State last year, the baseball team's outstanding success in continuously being nationally ranked, or the women's basketball team winning the conference championship a couple of years ago after making the championship game on a 3-quarter court buzzer beater to win the semi-final. I would sum up what being a Hatter is to me by saying that it means that you work hard at everything you do and not letting anything get in your way of doing it. I hope you've all enjoyed your first few days here at Stetson and will enjoy the rest of your time here, as well as supporting the Stetson sports teams, because at the end of the day, they're representing you and the rest of the campus and would really appreciate the support. My name is Liam McInerney and I'm a Stetson Hatter. Go Hatters!
So, a year ago, if somebody had asked me what it means for me to be a Stetson Hatter, I wouldn't have known. I was an incoming junior transfer. And I probably would have said something along the lines of your typical college experience, excited to make new friends, new teammates, and really just have a lot of fun while I'm in college. But today, if you were to ask me what it means to be a Stetson Hatter, I'd probably have to ask you all to just stay here for another 4-hour meeting, which I know you'd love to do after this week. Because to me, being a Hatter it's more than just school spirit and going through the motions and going to college. It's more than just simply wearing my green and white uniform for a tennis match or painting my face for a basketball game or even just doing well academically. It's the excitement I felt winning the deciding match for our team last season for our coach's 400th win. It's the amazement I was in watching 100 baby sea turtles break out of their nests during an internship that was given to me through Stetson. It's the exhaustion that you're all gonna feel staying out, till 2 a.m. and having to wake up for your 8 a.m. class with all your friends. But most importantly, it's the pride that you're gonna feel representing Stetson the way I did when I was in Australia last summer. And I was wearing a Stetson tennis t-shirt, and a man came up to me. He actually pulled over in his car and got out and shook my hand and said that he himself had gone to Stetson and he had had the most amazing and exciting 4 years of his entire life. So it's those feelings that you're gonna have during your 4 years here. And so right now, you're not gonna know what it means to be a Stetson Hatter. You're not gonna know how it feels yet, but I can guarantee you that in even a year from now, if someone were to ask you, what it means to be a Stetson Hatter, you're gonna know, and you're gonna be able to talk to them for days about it, because these are gonna be the best 4 years of your life. My name is Clark, and I'm a Stetson Hatter. Go Hatters!
So last night, as I was racking my brains on what to say in this speech, fate intervened quite conveniently. Perhaps not quite as convenient for you and everyone else, since my stroke of luck was the power going out to half of the land. But for me, it illuminated an idea of what to say. I think that if you ask every student what it means to be a Hatter, you'll get a slightly different answer. Some will reference personal stories about various Stetson experiences, some simple phrases or ideas, and others might discuss how Stetson has influenced them. But I find it very difficult to sum up what being a Hatter truly is. It includes so much: meeting the challenges of life and education head-on, having academic rigor, taking the moral high ground even when it's a more difficult path, being welcoming and open to the diversity of cultures, ideas, and life, being fair and honest and having good sportsmanship, as in all of our sports. The list goes on. But I think that all of these attributes fuse to create something greater and point to one deeper conclusion about us. We are people who care. We are individuals who see problems in the world and strive to solve them, to right them. We are those who change the world rather than those who simply complain about the state it is in. Our programs of community outreach, education services, and even recycling are examples of this quality within our members. Step by step, day by day, we strive to make a difference in the world. And it is that quality that I see when I meet a true Stetson Hatter. When the power went out last night, everyone was startled and confused, not sure what was going on. People were stumbling around, lost in the darkness, and unable to see anything around them. And then, someone said, "I know what we need," and they pulled out a flashlight. And it is that what made me realize who we are as individuals of the Stetson community. Being a Hatter means being a model to the people around us, a shining light where the world is dark. My name is Andrew Bufanio, and I am a Stetson Hatter. Go Hatters.